One of my big life regrets was, so when we were in high school, because it was a Christian school, we had chapel every week, and I always dressed to the nines. And
shirt half untucked.
I was always
every time.
The teachers were always hounding me.
Every kid had constantly had t-shirts being like, tuck that shirt in, tuck that shirt in, tuck that shirt in.
I always would just mismatch as much as I could just to piss them off because it was technically in dress code.
That might have been the first fun tie I'd seen in my life.
Yeah, exactly. Like horrible looking ties. But so we did a rendition of Switchfoot Only Hope with you on piano.
I forgot about that. We have played together.
Yeah, you on piano, and then Emily McIntyre playing violin.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was going to play guitar, but I remember getting like really sick that week.
Is that why I had to sing the high part in the song?
I think so.
I remember everybody's like, "Where's that disembodied voice coming from?"
Yeah, because it was like November or something. So it was like right when like flu season was hitting, and I got sick. But like this is where we messed up because we did this version of Only Hope. And nobody knew the song at all.
No.
And
Yumi and maybe Eli.
Yeah, Eli. Like our group of friends knew it.
I don't even know if Emily knew it. She just
she was like, "Oh, this is a great song." But we did this rendition, and I ended up through somebody we know from high school. They played at a Christian festival, Fallout Fest, and I ended up meeting like Reliant K at that festival because they were like 18. They were literally like a year older than me at that time, and I met Switchfoot, and we met them first at the Electric Factory. We went to see Delirious, so they remembered me because I was probably the only person they knew in Pennsylvania, and they were only. I want to say those guys are maybe like 47, 46. So they're only like 4 years older than us, 5 years older than us.
Oh, yeah.
And so I met them and I met Tim, the bassist at the Electric Factory. And I think I told them about Junk Fusion. I was like, "Oh, it's like this funk jazz band." And they're like, "A high school band that plays funk jazz?" They're like, "We got to hear this." So then I went to Purple Door with...
Only ever released an EP.
Right, yeah. I went to Purple Door with Katie Kimmy. She reminded me of this because I posted a picture with Steven that was in Reliant K. He was the drummer. I put it on Facebook and I'm friends with him, and I was like, "You remember this?" And he's like, "Oh man, that's a throwback." And then Katie Kimmy was like, "I'm pretty sure I took that picture." But I had the lyrics and the chords written out on a piece of paper that you wrote of the song.
Yeah.
And I
remember that. Yeah.
As a present, I was like, I'm gonna have them sign this and give it to Levi.
I remember that.
And I remember like
I still had that in my possession up until maybe 8 years ago. I don't know what happened to it. It probably lost it in one of my many moves.
This will be a good clip to send to Switchfoot. But if
I happen to dig it up at some point, dude, I wouldn't be surprised if it's still in a box somewhere.
If you can find it, that'd be awesome.
I haven't opened in years.
Yeah. So I basically took it.
That'd be at least worth $20 now.
At least 20. John Foreman, we're gonna auction it off. Yeah. So
put a picture of Kermit the Frog on it.
Right, Kermit the Frog. He's probably the only one that knows that joke. There were only 3 people in that band at that time, so I had all 3 of them sign it. And John's like, "What is this?" And I told him about the arrangement. He's like, "That sounds really." He's like, "Can you record that and send that to me?" And if it's like, not like 2000.
Kind of the moment was past. Yeah.
Well, it was 2000, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." And I was in high school and I was dumb, so I was I can't record a song. It's gonna cost me lots of money. And then like 4 years later, like Mandy Moore comes out with the A Walk to Remember. Yeah. It was like exactly kind of what we played, only with a full orchestra kind of sound.
Yeah.
But that is the one thing where I'm like, "Hey kids, like if you want to do something cool, you get an opportunity, like just do it." Like